Now in your textbook, children, there is a question that is related to the blood groups. So before we go to the explanation of that question, let us understand some basic things about blood groups. Now in case of man, we can say that the blood group is of 4 different kinds, and what is responsible for which blood group a person might have, that is due to presence of certain chemicals on the surface of RBCs, and these chemicals are glycoproteins. Okay, glycoproteins means combination of carbohydrates and proteins, and we also call them as antigens. Okay, so these antigens decide what is going to be the blood group of a person. And you can see here now the various blood groups depending on the kind of antigen that is present. So in the first case, you can see on the surface of RBC is a particular kind of antigen which we can call as antigen A. Okay, so these outer structures present on the surface of RBC, the red ones, and because of antigen A present on the surface, we say the blood group of that person is A. Then in the next situation, some people may have a different kind of antigen on the surface of RBC. So here you can see a different kind on the surface of RBC. Because it is different, so we name it as antigen B. So this individual will have blood group B. Some people have both the antigens on the surface of the RBC, that is A kind as well as B kind. So in their case, we will say the blood group is AB. Okay. Now till now, we had seen that in case of Mendel's monohybrid and dihybrid crosses, just one character was dominant and always the other was recessive in nature. So out of a contrasting pair of characters, one always was dominant and it was expressing itself. But in this case, there is a slight difference, because you can see here, if both the antigens are present, both of them are expressing themselves. So here, law of dominance is not able to exercise itself. Okay, and therefore when we were discussing about Mendel experiments, the law of segregation was known as the first law of inheritance. Some children had asked about it. The law of dominance has a number of exceptions, and this is one such exception where antigen A and B, if they are present together, they are co-dominant. So here law of dominance does not apply. As a result, law of dominance has not been universally accepted. So that's why some children had in their minds that law of dominance is the first law of inheritance. So please, I'm sure now it's clear in everybody's mind. Okay. Then the fourth blood group is O kind, where you can see neither antigen A nor antigen B is present. So on the surface of the RBC, such people will not be having any kind of antigens, and hence we say O type of blood group. Okay, now once again, keeping in mind the inheritance pattern of the monohybrid and the dihybrid crosses, if you remember, a tall plant can be homozygous tall or heterozygous tall. So in the same way, a person who is having blood group A can be homozygous A. This I is the gene represented by immunoglobulin. So that's why it is represented by I. So a person having blood group A can be homozygous A or heterozygous A. Similarly, a person having blood group B can be homozygous B or heterozygous B. But a person who has got blood group AB will have only one type of genotype, that is IA, IB. Likewise, a person having blood group O will also have only one type of genotype, that is small I, representing it is a recessive character. Okay, now that you people have understood the pattern of the blood groups, let us come to the question that is given in your textbook. It is mentioned that father has got blood group A and mother has got blood group O, and their daughter also has got blood group O. Okay, so till now we know that A is dominant, O is recessive in nature. So coming to the pattern of inheritance, it is only mentioned that father is having blood group A, so he can be homozygous A or he can have heterozygous blood group A. Okay, so both the possibilities can be there, whereas the genotype of the mother is going to be of just one kind. Okay, there is no second option. She will have the genotype for her blood group as small I. According to law of segregation, mother will produce gametes of one kind only, containing small I gene, that is a recessive factor. And since the daughter is having blood group O, so it means that it should be this gamete of the father which will fertilize the egg. Hence, the father has to be heterozygous A kind. Okay, father being heterozygous A will produce two kinds of gametes. It will be this gamete with the small I that is going to fertilize the egg. As a result, their daughter will also have blood group O.